Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Soaring Highs and Crushing Lows. I'm sporting a new look, okay? I'm rocking a mustache and I have excessive chest hair. And the theory behind this is that perhaps, I don't know, I see some pictures of women from the 80s and I go, I get turned on. I love the big hair, ladies. I love the big hair. The more hairspray, the better. That's the way I look at it. I think that might be coming back. Now, having said that, if I feel that way, why shouldn't there be a 33-year-old woman out there who might be single, living in her parents' basement, going, you know what? I'd like it if the mustache and the excessive chest hair came back. You know, she's out there, she's masturbating to Tom Selleck, and then I walk in the room, okay, with the stash, with the chest hair. And at this point, I'm trying anything because, quite frankly, I haven't been laid in quite some time. I shouldn't be admitting that to my followers, but listen, if you know anyone out there, hello, ladies. All right, tonight I'm sipping on a black box Pinot Noir. That's because finances are tight. What can I say? It's Rolling Stones are in town. I'm spending money left and right to go see the boys. I don't regret it. I went to the Rolling Stones show last Thursday in New Jersey, and I got to tell you, these guys fucking rock it. Mick Jagger is just a showman. Hello, New York! How you doing? He has it all down. He has people eating out of the palm of his hands. And it's kind of remarkable to watch an 81-year-old guy up there and just know that man could take any woman he wanted. You know? And I'm sitting there paying $150 to sit way up in the nosebleeds just to watch them. A lot of geriatrics, a lot of geezers at the Stones concert. Listen, if I'm at a concert and I'm sitting in the middle row, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm getting up at least 2 to 3 times during a 2.5 hour show. I'm getting up at least 3 times because I'm whacking beers, okay? And I think some of the elder New York people, they had a bit of a problem with me getting up, getting more beer, getting up, getting more beer, because, they had canes. They look like an elderly home. But this is, the days run into each other these days. Everything's a blur. I believe it's Wednesday. It's late May. I don't know the date. However, Memorial Day weekend had just passed. And I spent my Memorial Day weekend, are you ready for this? I spent my Memorial Day weekend in the Ron pub. Okay? I was there Friday from about 2 p.m. all the way till, 8:30 p.m. Went home, passed out. Woke up the next day around 3:30 p.m. Okay? Went right back to the pub. Stayed there till about 4 a.m. Came home. Slept. Back to the pub. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, that basically sounds like the most depressing thing I've ever heard anyone say. And, that would make sense to me. I can see how you think that might be depressing. However, for me, I got problems. Okay, I got serious problems. When I left there on Sunday, I looked at my friend, and we had just lost another $150 betting against the New York Rangers. I decided to bet on the Florida Panthers because I said, hey, here's a state, Florida, okay, who when I moved to Florida 2.5 years ago, I had such aspirations. I had such dreams. I thought I was going to find happiness. I thought I was going to find wealth. I thought I was going to be on my own. I'm going to be in Florida forever. It came crashing down. It came careening down, okay? My trip to Florida, and I've said this time and time again on this show, went about as well as the Bay of Pigs went, okay? I thought I was going to be living on the beach somewhere. I was living in a fucking rodeo town. I was living in a town called Davie, Juniata, with palm trees and lizards, okay? I was the only white guy on the block. Florida didn't really treat me that well. It brought me great heartbreak, great despair, financial desperation, no friends, and it really did not take me in the way I thought it was going to be. Because I thought I was a Floridian. I thought, I'm going to get down to Florida, these are my people, and quite frankly, I didn't fit in with anybody. And so I got sidetracked there, but I bet the Florida Panthers, and I said, you know what, Florida? I'll tell you what, okay? I'll tell you what, Florida, if you just win this game, everything you've done to me, okay? You've raped me financially, emotionally, physically. It's all forgiven if you win this hockey game. And I'm sitting there. There's only four of us in the wrong pub. Again, you might think that's depressing. I've never been happier. I thought it was fucking Disneyland. And Rangers get the puck on the left side. I don't know, left side, right side. Boom, shoots it in. You did it again, Florida. You did it again. At this point, Florida, do you just want to like kill me? Do you want to sacrifice me to the hurricane gods? Because I don't know what I did to that state, but I don't think I'm going back in a while. I'm being serious here. I'm planning every year. You see me. I'm going to Florida. I'm going to Florida. Not anymore. I'm heading west. All desperate men head west. I'm going to be working all summer. Okay, be working 6-7 days a week, 16-hour days. I'm fine with that. But when I get a vacation, I'm headed west. I'm getting up in those Rocky Mountains. I think I'm going to head to Colorado the weekend after Labor Day. I'm going by myself. Don't ask if you can come. The answer is no. I'm going to get a nice little cottage. I'm going to smoke a ton of marijuana. I'm going to listen to a lot of John Denver. I'm going to hike. I'm going to drink IPAs. I'm going to get a good night rest, a good breakfast, hike again, smoke more marijuana, more John Denver, more IPAs. Same thing, next day, hike, IPAs, John Denver, hike. I mean, this is what I'm looking forward to. That's my next trip. I'm certainly not heading south. The next time I head south is when I'm going to descend to hell. Okay? And the way I'm living, it might not be too far away. Now let's get into the episode. Over the weekend, Memorial Day weekend, all hell broke loose down the shore. And we have a couple things to talk about of what went on down the shore. But we might as well get started with the Kylie Kelce incident. So if you're not from Philadelphia, I assume everybody listening, most of you are. The Kelces are basically, at this point, the way people treat the Kelces. Princess Diana? Princess Diana? Is that a good... that's the way they view this Kylie Kelce. They think she's one of them. It's a little over the top for me. Like, no offense, I like Jason Kelce. I got nothing bad to say. I don't give a fuck. I just don't care. The way people revere this guy, it's like, dude. Again, I'm also a 33-year-old, sexually frustrated, financially frustrated, where I am in my life frustrated. So I hate a lot of people. So if you think for a second that I'm going to get excited for another 30-something-year-old man, Jason Kelce is probably 36, and his life's a great success. If you think I'm going to go sit there and go, that's so great, Jason, can I get a picture with you? You're wrong. It ain't me, babe. I'm a very pessimistic person. Some people say you're angry. I am angry. You be angry too. Look around, okay? But that's not the point. So Jason Kelce and his wife are going out to dinner. And this woman comes out of nowhere. She wants a picture of Kylie Kelce. And she's like, bitch, back off. I'm going to dinner with my husband. And then I don't know what happens, but the video turns on. And you see this woman going, you'll never come to this town again. You'll never be in this town again. And I got to tell you, I am turned on by old, rich, white ladies. I really am. And I'm telling you, ladies, I'm looking pretty good these days, okay? Physically, I got a nice mustache. Why don't you take me in? I see all these girls out there. They're going with 70-year-old men. There was a 26-year-old smoke show model, just came out that she's having a child with the owner of the Raiders, who is quite possibly the ugliest man on the planet. And he's 72 years old, and without a doubt, his cock is all shrinkled up. Now, ladies, I'm talking to you. The lady in the Kylie Kelce video. I'm talking to you. Main ladies out there on the main line. If you're 65 years old, your husband left you, and you have just a wealth of money, listen. What do you want me to do? Okay? What do you want me to do? Now I get sidetracked there again by my fetish for rich old white ladies. There's just something about them. They're so arrogant. They're so pompous. I love it. Again, I'm a poor peasant looking up these ladies. They would probably offer to buy me. Okay? That's how much I'm worth compared to this lady. But she gets in Kylie Kelce's face and she says, you'll never be in this town again. And Kylie Kelce, who, what is she, 6'7"? She's towering over the lady. She says, you're embarrassing yourself. And you have alcohol on your breath. That's what Kylie Kelce says. So Kylie Kelce completely dominated the situation. This lady looks like an idiot. And apparently she's a business out in the main line. And listen, babe, there's only one thing. If you're ever in a scandal, okay, and you need someone, a marketing guru, to get you out of the scandal, you might as well call me. Okay, you might as well call me because what we're going to do is we're just going to say, hey, we're going to own this shit. Be like, fuck Kylie Kelce. See what happens. Now, granted, it could backfire in your face. However, you don't have much of a choice here. I mean, you got to hide your identity as long as possible. Once that gets out, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to call me. The lady was wearing all white. I don't know. When someone's wearing all white, unless you're getting married, I just think, what do you think? You're better than me? You're wearing all white. What do you think? You're better than me? Huh? That's what I ask. So that wasn't even the start of the chaos. There was a stabbing in Ocean City. And Ocean City is a dry town. Okay? Which sounds horrible. But I'm sure people still drink there. But a teenager got stabbed. Pandemonium on the boardwalk. Okay? Then Wildwood, my dear home state of Wildwood, after I just defended you scumbags on my Instagram, you go and pull a stunt like this. Just when I defended you, you go and pull a stunt like this. And I saw some pretty horrible videos. I saw a teenager sucker punch someone, disrespect for the cop. Do you think that I like the Wildwood cops? No. You cannot give them a reason. And I'm telling you, what you just did last weekend, you dumb, idiot teenagers, these cops are gung-ho. And rightfully so. Maybe the cops are like, hey, you know what? Let's see if these guys can behave themselves and not be fucking animals. And then maybe we won't bust their balls as much. But no, you guys had to go out there and you ruined it, okay? So guess what? Y'all are going to be getting locked up this weekend, so you better not fuck around. And what I noticed was, okay, this is the disturbing trend. It's teenagers. It's like 16, 17-year-old kids. Fuck these teenagers. I'm telling you, when I was a teenager, I hated teenagers. They bullied me. They were mean to me. They'd say, oh, dude, you're ugly as shit, Bo. You ugly as shit, young Bo. I hate teenagers. They are the worst people on the planet. Stop. They're the worst. I'm fucking an adult now. I'm not taking shit from a 16-year-old, okay? We need to start abusing the teenagers again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not sexually. Come on now. Physically, I will tell you a great story. I got caught egging houses. And I said before on this program that I love egging houses. I love egging houses. Have I thrown my last egg at age 33? No, I have not. I will be going out egging again. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know how, but I'm just telling you that I am not done my egging days. It's in my blood. It's in my DNA. It's who I am. It's the last time I felt alive. However, when I was in high school, maybe I was 14. Okay, the age doesn't really matter here, but I was a teenager. 13 to 15. And I caught egging. And my dad tried to, just kind of screamed at me, nothing major. And then I got caught egging again. And he basically threw me into the wall, threatened me. Didn't hit me physically punched me. He threatened me. I was scared shitless. You have to be scared of your father, okay? If you're not scared of your father, it's just, this is what opens the door for jerk-offs to go up behind someone, have their asshole buddy film, and sucker punch him. He's not scared of his dad. You fathers, if you're out there listening, if your teenager's being a dick, fuck him up, okay? Fuck him up. These teenagers are out of control. Start hitting them. Okay? I'm being serious. These teenagers got guns, they're stabbing people, they're sucker punching people. It all starts in the home. So I'm talking to you dads out there and moms, listen. Whack that son of a bitch with a frying pan if you have to. I don't care what you have to do. We have to corral these teenagers. And it all starts at home. It did not look good. Wildwood Boardwalk had to call a state of emergency because of teenagers. What are we doing? We tolerate way too much. All right, so that's enough on the Jersey Shore. Hopefully it gets better down there. I plan on going down there, maybe cleaning cars in a few weeks. I'll get down the shore eventually. But you know me, I'm a city slicker, all right? I don't like leaving a 2-mile radius. Really. I mean, I like going to the Wrong Pub. Love going to the Wrong Pub. I like going to Curly's. Love going to Curly's. And I like to get stoned to go in the woods of Pennypack out back of my house. So, yeah, real quick, if I'm not in the woods, I'm not at work, I'm not at the pub or Curly's, call 911 because I'm missing. I want to get into a few things today. As you know, on this program, I despise The View. I mean, I hate the ladies on The View. I hate that I had to share a planet with Joy Behar. And they had Jill Biden on there today. Oh, the belle of the ball. Dr. Jill Biden. Fuck you. I had a criminal justice professor, right? He was a criminal justice professor in college. And he was like, oh, call me doctor. I'm sorry, what? And then Jill's the same way. I'm a teacher. Call me doctor. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay? I'm not going to do that. Are you a dentist? Are you a podiatrist? Are you an orthodontist? Are you a pediatrician? Oh, you're a doctor of history? Oh, go fuck off. That's what you can do, Dr. Jill Biden. I'm never going to call her that. But Jill Biden, whatever. You know, I don't know why these first ladies... Melania Trump was my favorite first lady. Melania Trump was my favorite first lady. Why? Well, one, quite frankly, she makes me randy. She's beautiful. She is stunning. It is a little gross to think that she has sex with Donald Trump. And I like Trump, but come on. Ugh. And but Melania, why I liked her the best was the media would get after her. You know, she didn't do this at Christmas. She didn't do this on Christmas. Like, fuck you. And then they caught Melania on a hot mic. And Melania said, who gives a fuck about Christmas? I mean, really, who gives a fuck? I couldn't have said it any better. All right? Couldn't have said it any better. Listen, I don't need the Griswolds in the White House, okay? I need the president to do his goddamn job, keep us out of wars. Not doing a great job with that, Joe. We're involved in like 7 different wars. I don't give a fuck if you don't do Noel at Christmas, okay? Jill, Melania Trump was so cool. Who gives a fuck about Christmas? Then she had another shirt that said, I don't really care, do you? And that's my girl. I don't really care, do you? And the answer is no, I don't care. That's why I love you, Melania. Love Melania Trump. Well, anyway, Jill Biden was on The View. And Jill Biden was on The View, I shit you not, to promote her new children's book called Willow in the White House. Okay? Jill Biden was on The View to promote her new book, Willow in the White House. A story about a cat in the White House for children. Meanwhile, we have a shit show going on over there in Israel, Palestine. Okay. We got the Ukrainian nonsense going on. The borders, I mean, really? Now's the time to go on a book tour? Come on. And here's my new thing. If you're a politician, you cannot write a book. I'm sick of these motherfuckers. Every politician has a book. Nancy Pelosi, Madam Speaker, she has a book. They're all like, you guys make enough fucking money. They don't work. This is Republicans, this is Democrats. What do they do all day? What do they do all day? They're sitting in a room all day. Hear. Shall we pass Article 747? And they do this for 12 hours a day. I'm not buying it, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if they were behind closed doors eating pizza. If they were drinking boxed wine and eating pizza. That wouldn't shock me at all. And the crazy thing is, too, last week I had to go down to South Philadelphia. Shout out South Philly. Place rocks. I think I want to live there one day. And I had to get down to South Philly from the Northeast. It was supposed to take me 38 minutes. It took me 3 hours and 45 minutes. And this is because Kamala Harris, Kamala Harris, she was in town. Why are presidential motorcades, and then, God damn it, today they were in town today. Biden and Kamala were in town today. Why are you coming to a major metropolitan city during the workday? I mean, come on. They're showing up here during rush hour and shutting down 95 just so Joe can go get a cheesesteak and say, my golly, I like this cheesesteak. We are suffering as Philadelphians. We are suffering in this traffic. I can no longer sit in traffic just so some jerk-off politician can get a photo op. I just can't do it anymore. You guys got to stop coming here. Real quick, excuse me. Wow, this Pinot Noir not very good tonight. Must not be from the Pacific Northwest. As you know, that's kind of my. If it's not from the Pacific Northwest, I don't drink it. This says California, but I don't know. I want to get into the meat of today's episode. We like to keep our episodes 20 to 25 minutes. We're at the 20-minute mark. As you know, I made a video recently that went semi-viral, stating there's a new bar in Rhawnhurst called Guanabara. It's called Guanabara, and Guanabara is on Castor Avenue, and it's a rooftop bar. Okay? Let me explain something to you about Castor Avenue. It is the armpit of America. Okay? There is nothing for you to look at on a rooftop bar. I mean, I said this. Imagine this. You take your sweetheart out to Guanabara. You go, honey, I want to take you to this new rooftop bar for some salsa dancing. Oh, yeah, si, papi. So then you go to the rooftop bar, and it's harahu aragasarina, and you're having a good time. You're dancing. And your husband, he puts his hands over your eyes. And you're going, he says, baby, this is so magical. On the count of 3, open up. And he goes, 1, 2, 3, open up your eyes. You open up your eyes, and you're like, what am I looking at? What am I looking at? He says, baby, 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 don't you see? Don't you see in the distance? It's Nazareth Hospital. There's nothing to look at on this bar. And I said there's going to be problems because it's a rooftop nightclub, a Brazilian rooftop nightclub on a residential street. The neighbors don't want it. The neighborhood doesn't want it. They don't give a fuck, okay? We're getting this bar whether you like it or not. And it's really astonishing. I mean, guys, the building looks like Allegiant Stadium in Vegas, and this is just right smack dab on Castor Avenue. And I said, listen, there's probably going to be problems here. And look, if this next sentence is racist, I really don't care because, again, it's my podcast. I work for myself. What are you going to do? There has been multiple shootings at hookah establishments. Am I wrong? Is that not a fact? Okay, now that we clarified that is a fact, I don't see how a lounge, rooftop club is going to work out on a residential street. I don't see how it's going to happen. I think there's going to be problems. I think there's going to be big problems. There's no parking. It seems to me there's going to be big problems. This is my opinion. And I said that, okay, I guess it was kind of racist. I said there was going to be 3.5 murders in the first year. And I don't know. I'm not going to apologize for that until the end of the year. If we can get for a year of being open with no murders, well, then I'll apologize. But for now, it's my opinion. It's my bet. Rhawnhurst is gone, guys. The neighborhood we grew up in, you used to go to my grandma's from West Philadelphia. And we went by her childhood home one day. I'm like, how the fuck did you grow up here? She's like, oh, no, it was once a great neighborhood. And Rhawnhurst was a great neighborhood. I met some of the funniest people in my life here. We had some of the best times here. We still do. Everyone that I'm friends with grew up around this zip code, around this neighborhood, but it's gone. Gone. Might as well have dropped an atomic bomb on the neighborhood, okay? They don't even have a baseball program anymore. It's over. We lost. I think I would petition the name, change the name to Brazilhurst, okay? It's fine. We have given up. We've been kicked out of our homes. We've been forced to migrate, and it's fine. I'm hoping for the success of Guanabara, and I hope that there's no murders, and I hope that everybody behaves themselves. I'm going to wind down the episode here. Another weekend coming up. What are my plans? My plans are working, drinking, crying, and that's probably it. Very exciting life, guys. You might think, hey, you're a big podcast superstar. And let me tell you something. I'm living in quiet desperation. But anyway, hope you guys have a great week. If you haven't poured yourself a glass of Pinot Noir yet, what are you waiting for? It's out there. It's waiting for you. Remember, only from the Pacific Northwest. Thanks for listening to another episode of Soaring Highs and Crushing Lows. As always, I'm your host, Rhawnhurst. Until next time, see you later.